Hey guys, what's up? Daaro here. Back for episode number 6 of Fate Extra. We're going to continue on. I finally figured out what to do. And let's get started. We're going to go... We had to go back to where Leo had disappeared. And here's a little capture right here. I investigated the wall that Leo disappeared through. It's just a concrete wall at the end of the hallway. About the only thing on the floor is dust. But I am positive there must be something here because Leo walked through the wall. It would be so easy to turn around and go back down the hallway and pretend nothing happened. But there are still things I need to know. I have no memories. That means I have never had anywhere else to go but here. No place to return to. What was it that Leo said? No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. That's what he had said, didn't he? Then beyond this wall lies the appointed path and the truth. If I follow him, I'll learn the answers to my questions, even if those answers are painful. But ignorance is bliss. Do I have the fortitude to face the truth and accept it? I want to know. Something's different. Down on the floor and the walls, the school has changed the very substance of its being. For some reason, the reality is cracking this way. Reality cracking this way is intensely disturbing. This world around me is more real than a painting, but not even as real as a sandcastle. I feel like it's so brittle that I could tap it and the echo would shake this whole world. Where the boring concrete wall once stood, now there's a doorway that I can freely walk through. It's an entrance, no, an emergency exit, like stairs to the outside. It's not something of this world. I have no doubt that the world the door leads to is utterly alien. Whatever awaits me inside, whatever shapes it takes, there's a certain sort of finality to seeing it. Ultimately, I've already committed to this path. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first step along the appointed path. Beyond the door seems to be a dismal-looking yard, a scrapyard. Out in front of me is a smooth-skinned effigy. While trying to figure out what exactly to do with it. Welcome, potential master. A voice comes out of nowhere. That effigy is with you, is your sword and shield for what lies ahead. It will move in response to your commands. Now then, please proceed. The truth that you seek lies ahead. The motivations of the owner of that voice worries me, but it's obvious that I won't learn anything by standing here. Also, there is no longer a path by which I can return. I have no choice but to head into the darkness, with only this strange doll as protection. I made it. Within the deepest depths of the world beyond the door. This place must be the goal I'm supposed to reach. At least, that's what I thought. It's stifling, the aura of purity that seems to act as a ward against the corrupt souls who try to enter. The feeling is familiar. It has the feeling of a chapel where the spirits of the deceased still linger. At first I didn't notice, being overwhelmed by the grandeur of the room. But to one side is a young man in a familiar uniform lying still on the ground. I call out to him, but there is no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up when I notice he is stone cold. As I go to pale as the corpse before me, and I no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare into the bewilderment. It is at this moment the fallen effigy, lying next to the male student, comes to its feet with a clatter. Before I get the chance to make sense of what's going on, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. Very slowly. A battle, eh? That's what it looks like. Break 14 damage. So that's how it goes. You seem to be lacking as well. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It seemed I wasn't qualified to be here. Me? Qualifications? That's right. I should know everything by now. The truth has to be here. But now... everything's going dark. I'm not even really scared. The only feeling that remains in me is regret. Even at the very end, I wasn't able to remember anything about myself. Someone, anyone, if you make it beyond here, please don't forget my name. His story has ended, but what about yours? Before you write your own story, choose the vessel of your power. A woman who wields a sword boldly, a stoic warrior clothed in red robes, and a magical fox girl. What shall I choose? Well, since this is my first time playing Fate Extra, I need to choose the first. A woman who wields a sword boldly. Saber, a young woman clothed in crimson raiment, with the mannerisms of a man. This servant is best suited for novice players. And we're going to partner with Saber. Where's the belfry? In that moment, gentle days end. Night. Morning. I always awaken very abruptly. I don't even think I dream. Suddenly I find myself walking to school. My headache worsens day by day until it finally buzzes in my head like an alarm. That day, impotent numbness, I wake up twice as fast as normal. I walk into the schoolyard, and it's clear and cloudless at 7:30 a.m., but what season is it? When I try to recall what season it is, I start to get so dizzy that I almost pass out. I may wind up back in bed if I let go and faint. But for some time I've been embracing a rush of useless information. The normal stuff you'd see at a school, like the hustle and bustle of my classmates by the entrance. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. When I push the thought, my field of vision fizzles. Today, there's a crowd of students milling in front of the school gate, and more being directed that way. As to what's going on, there's a boy in black uniform in front of the school gate. He's my friend, as I recall. He is Isai, as I recall. I remember this from the first time. When Issei notices me looking at him, he pushes through the crowd. Good morning. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? Why do you look so surprised? We announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council would strictly enforce school rules. He runs through the spiel as if this was the first time he'd ever disclosed the information. I already know this. I already know it. I know it. I already know what happens. It's happened more than once. I'm seized by my headache. I'm so dizzy I feel like I'm being forcibly logged out of my consciousness. First, let me check your student ID. I shouldn't need to remind you, but it should be on you at all times. My login ID is being checked. It's so obvious now. I answer clearly to the question that usually makes me go dizzy. Please select your gender. Let's be a female this time. My name. I guess I gotta use the controller then. Can I fit this? Yes, I can. Awesome. No, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I can. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna go. Make up the random name. Can I fit it? Please let me be able to fit this. I think so. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Yes! Awesome. I can't believe I can fit that. That's awesome. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Daaro Kurosaki. Dario-chan, yay! I can talk like a girl. I'm probably going to talk like a girl for the rest of the day. Please enter a nickname. I guess we'll go with that too. Female, Daaro Kurosaki. nicknamed Daaro-chan. This is okay. Great! There's no telling when an emergency might occur. It will be a help if you have your ID. I feel nauseous and I know it has nothing to do with what I ate for breakfast. This morning, I feel nauseous because of the world around me. No, I'm just gonna... No. It's repeating itself over and over. And it's making me sick. Now, for the uniform inspection. Collar check, pant hems check, and your socks check. I want him to get out of my way. I want this repetition to stop. I push him aside and go forward. I'm not nice about it either. Next is the contents of your bag. Notebooks, textbooks, pencil box. Not even a whiff of contraband. Your nails are even evenly cut and your haircut is sensible. Indeed, quite remarkable. You're a model Tsukumihara Academy student. He keeps on talking loudly, even though he's facing no one. I have a headache, and I'm shivering. I know one thing's for sure. This is wrong. This is not the school I know. It can't be. I have to go. I have to hurry and wake up, or else it will be too late. But who am I? Awakening for? Midday evening. My anxiety and headaches are only getting worse. Afternoon arrives while I desperately try to find a way to escape this bizarre situation. As is now the norm, my vision is overlaid with some kind of unnatural distortion. Uneasiness, futility, emptiness. I want someone to explain to me the true nature behind all of these feelings. There must be a key somewhere, something that will have the answers to all my questions. I run like a little girl too. Man, where's everyone? It's like a ghost town around here. Things are getting weird. I've said that like 4 times. Okay. Alright, this is gonna do it. I changed my gender. I gender bended. That's hilarious. Daaro-chan is to the rescue. Yeah! Anyway, I gotta thank you guys for watching this episode of Fate Extra for the PSP. And I'll catch you guys next time as I finally got through the prologue. That was the prologue. It was a great prologue. And I'll catch you guys next time. This is Daaro DS signing out, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!